Today, I'm going to talk about something that affects all of us, no matter where we live or what we believe in. I'm talking about the government. Yes, the government. The entity that is supposed to represent us, protect us, and serve us. But is it really doing that? Or is it doing something else? Something more sinister and harmful? The government has a secret agenda. An agenda that is not in your best interest but in its own. An agenda that is based on power, control, and greed. An agenda that is designed to keep you poor, ignorant, and divided. How does the government do that? Well, there are many ways, but I'm going to focus on three main ones: polarization, inflation, and fiat money. First, let's talk about polarization. You know what I mean, right? The division and conflict between different groups of people based on their political, religious, social, or cultural views. The government loves polarization. Why? Because it distracts you from the real issues and problems. It makes you focus on your differences rather than your similarities. It makes you hate and fear each other rather than cooperate and trust each other. It makes you easier to manipulate and exploit. Think about it. How many times have you seen the government or the media stir up controversy and drama over some trivial or irrelevant matter, while ignoring or downplaying the more important and urgent ones? How many times have you seen the government or the media create false or exaggerated narratives, stereotypes, and labels to demonize and dehumanize certain groups of people, while glorifying and praising others? How many times have you seen the government or the media use fear-mongering, propaganda, and censorship to influence and shape your opinions and beliefs, while suppressing and silencing the ones that challenge or contradict them? The government wants you to be polarized. The government wants you to be divided. The government wants you to be in conflict, because that way, you won't notice or question what the government is really doing. You won't notice or question how the government is robbing you, lying to you, and enslaving you. But wait, there's more. The government is not only polarizing you, but also impoverishing you. And that brings me to the second point: inflation. Inflation is the increase in the prices of goods and services over time. Inflation is the decrease in the purchasing power of your money over time. Inflation is the silent and stealthy thief that steals your wealth and savings without you even realizing it. How does the government cause inflation? By printing more and more money out of thin air. Money that is not backed by anything of real value. Money that is not based on any objective or universal standard. Money that is arbitrary and subjective. Money that is fiat. And that brings me to the third point: fiat money. Fiat money is money that is created and controlled by the government. Fiat money is money that has no intrinsic or inherent value. Fiat money is money that is only valuable because the government says so. Fiat money is money that is based on faith and trust. Faith and trust in the government. But why should you have faith and trust in the government? Why should you accept and use fiat money? What gives the government the right and authority to create and control money? What guarantees and safeguards are there to prevent the government from abusing and misusing its power over money? What stops the government from printing more and more money to fund its own agenda, while devaluing and destroying your money in the process? The answer is nothing. Nothing stops the government from doing that. Nothing prevents the government from doing that. Nothing protects you from the consequences of that. The government can and does print more and more money whenever it wants, for whatever reason it wants, without any accountability or transparency. The government can and does use its fiat money to finance its wars, bailouts, subsidies, programs, and projects, without any regard for the costs or benefits. The government can and does manipulate and distort the economy, the markets, and the prices, without any respect for the laws of supply and demand. The government can and does inflate and deflate the money supply, without any concern for the stability or sustainability of the system. The government is playing with fire. The government is playing with your money. The government is playing with your life. And you are the one who pays the price. You are the one who suffers the consequences. You are the one who loses your wealth, your freedom, and your dignity. So what can you do about it? How can you fight back? How can you protect yourself? Well, that's a topic for another video. But for now, I want you to think about what I've said. I want you to question what you've been told. I want you to research what you've been taught. I want you to learn more about the government, the money, and the system. I want you to wake up and see the truth. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified of my next video. I'll see you soon.